Hello again from my front porch. Well, we are in October, and of course, October ends with Halloween. But because of the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, there's been a lot of hand-wringing over will we actually allow for there to be trick-or-treating this year, which is ironic because it is the one time a year when we always are used to wearing masks. And now we're debating over whether we should celebrate the holiday in which everybody always wears a mask anyway. Now, granted, the masks that get worn don't tend to be like this. But honestly, they're probably about as effective. But that's a whole nother story. But here in the Des Moines, Iowa area, the decisions have been made. It's left up to the cities to decide whether there will be what we call Beggars Night. I know in different parts of the country it's called different things, but here in Iowa we call it Beggars Night. And that's the night, of course, that kids go out door to door and ding dong, trick or treat, give me something in my bag, give me goodies. I almost made a political. We'll keep that for some other time. But this is celebrated every year by kids and by a lot of adults as well. Who really enjoy not just the giving of candy, but the opportunity for the adults to also decorate their yards. Like my girlfriend Lisa loves decorating her yard, and as that gets, we're almost done. As it gets done, I'm going to do a front porch from her front yard where we can show off what she's done. But the adults like dressing up in costumes themselves, and and doing all this kind of stuff. And so Halloween is a big deal. So as we've gotten closer to it this year, everybody's been concerned: are we going to be able to do the trick-or-treating? Is there going to be beggars now? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And so I see now the city of West Des Moines, which is a large entity, has voted, the city council has voted that they are going to do Beggars Night. And now the breaking news is the city of Des Moines itself is allowing Beggars Night. Now, obviously, the allowing Beggars Night comes with a long list of just sensible precautions. We already, unfortunately, had to be cautious with kids because there are just some bad people out there. And so you do need to be mindful about safety precautions in general for your kids. But now this year with COVID, still have to be mindful of things because COVID is still a reality. It hasn't gone away, and in fact, the positive case numbers keep going up. Again, I'm not concerned about positive case numbers. Because the vast majority of people who even test positive don't really have any issues. Now, obviously, there are some, a small percentage, but still some who have significant issues that even it's terminal for them. And that's unfortunate. It's very sad. But that is not the majority of cases by a long shot. And so there really isn't a lot of reason for us to not continue on with life, but to do so sensibly and smart. And so I am pleased to see that they are allowing Beggars Night to go on because it allows some of us who just never quite grow up to be able to indulge in certain things like having certain little displays like this is my new phone. You like my phone? Here, it's a really nice looking phone. Here, let me dial one of the numbers for you here.
I know who you are.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number or try your call again. This is a recording.
Creepy, huh? Especially for young kids who have no idea what that other message means, that last part of it. But that's not the only thing. I like this here too. Let's see, let's dial the number.
Don't you dare hang up.
Oh, no, hang it up. But still, he's funny. I like him.
Come with me to the grave.
Only if we're playing Pokemon. But still, I do find some of these kind of decorations fun. And it's funny. My parents were in town yesterday, and I showed them this. They were at my house, and I showed them this, and my mom was like, "Oh, that's funny. Hey, Z, look at it." To my dad, "Hey, come look at this. It's funny." And my dad looked at it, and I smiled down, and he was like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope." So it's funny watching the two of them react so differently to it. But anyway, I am glad that we'll have a little bit of normalcy injected at the end of October. I think it's good. I think it's healthy for us to stay vigilant. It's healthy for us to stay aware. It's healthy for us to stay cautious about what we do. I mean, excuse me, my niece and I went to lunch together today, and we wore our masks into the establishment, took them off when we sat at the table, put them back on when we left the establishment. It's like, I don't buy into masks myself, but other people do, and I would rather, this is just my opinion, I would rather that if somebody who needs to wear a mask because they actually are sick, because that's where the masks actually make a difference, if somebody needs to wear a mask because they are sick but they're afraid to be the only one wearing one because then everybody knows they're ill, I'm okay with the rest of us all wearing masks so they feel comfortable wearing one to keep the rest of us safe. To me, that's totally fine. It's totally okay. But I also don't believe that my wearing a mask actually helps me all that much per se. That's what my opinion is based on what I've seen from the CDC and other and actual medical science. But I still think we need to be cautious. Maybe it's not even just the mask. Maybe it's washing your hands and keeping hand sanitized, keeping your distance from people, especially if they exhibit any symptoms. And if you're sick, stay home. Don't chance infecting everybody else. You might actually be okay. You might be one of the people that it doesn't really affect, but the other people you give it to may not be so fortunate. So just use some common sense. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call you on my phone here.
I'm coming for you.
and then you'll know what for. But seriously, I am glad that Beggars Night here in Des Moines is going to be underway, and that will be happening. I'm glad to see that, and I hope that it is one of the many small steps that we make towards coming to grips with how we can continue to live our normal lives, whatever normal means now, but that we can go on with life while also being wise and careful about things like this virus. Because honestly, it is bad, it is deadly, but it's not even the only virus that's out there. And so it's just wise for us to keep our wits about us and to be sensible. So with that,
Look behind you.
I'll see y'all next time from my front porch. I hope.